PTSD from this shit. Hot cross buns. Hot cross. Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser. He's always back with another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content. So continue to do that. He has reacted the top 5 scary urban legends for Transylvania. Guys, there's so many creepy ass motherfuckers that haunt within Transylvania, like this goofy goober. We're all goofy goobers. Yeah, if you enjoy scary content, if you enjoy scary videos like features, to that button, you subscribe and turn the notification bell icon. I stream every night on Twitch. Go check out those streams, look amazing. Let's dive straight in the video.
People find out we went to Transylvania. The first thing that most of them want to know is if we saw vampires. Dracula is only in part a creation of Transylvania.
Transylvania is a region of Romania chock full of history and legends. The most famous terror to come out of Transylvania has to be the vampire. Many make dubious claims to the origins and legitimacy of these, but there's no shaking that image. There's even the popular animated movie series Hotel Transylvania at this point.
That's crazy. Never mind. I was gonna say a whole lot of nothing. I never really liked this movie. I never was into it.
Back it all up. But vampires are only the beginning, and don't even get me started on Count Dracula. Transylvania is a beautiful region full of ancient forests, medieval villages, and breathtaking mountains. All of this combined means that there are some lesser known urban legends in this picturesque area. Hello horror heads, and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your horror host, 𝐂𝐚𝐬, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 scary urban legends from Transylvania.
Here we go.
Before we get started, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more regional rigor. Outstanding. Let's get going. Starting us off at number 5, we've got the Pied Piper. We all know the legend.
Oh my god. The Pied Piper, I'll pipe you, buddy. Look at those thick ass thighs. Oh, and let me pop them with my knife.
Of the Pied Piper at this point. This legend slash fairy tale dates way back and has different regional variations. Some say that the flautist drew snakes away from a town, others say it was rats. In various versions of the stories, Mr. Pied Piper can be portrayed as generous, greedy, benevolent, or evil. It's all up to the storyteller. However, in Transylvania's version, he was a terrifying hypnotist. See, at some point there was an—
oh my god, look how hairy he is, bruh. That motherfucker's hairy as shit.
Abundance of rats in a small German town. The townsfolk didn't know what to do until the Pied Piper showed up. Using his bewitching tunes, he paraded the rats out of town, never to return. He came back to the village expecting to be lauded as a hero and paid a sum of money, and neither of these things happened. He did his very best to convince the townsfolk that his services were worth their weight in gold, but they never did pay him. This made him quite upset. Leaving the town, he came up with a horrible revenge scheme. The next week, he returned musical instruments—
oh my god, bro, I'm getting fucking PTSD from this shit. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Wait, this isn't even the same thing. Doy, I was thinking of those recorders. This is not even the same thing. That's a fucking flute. Doy. What's the same? It's like recorders, like they were like just like this though. But I remember when those, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. Give me 1 second. These motherfuckers, bro. Swear I hated these so fucking much, because I remember when I remember back in the day, bro, when I used to play these, and fucking my teacher would literally like give you like goddamn, she would slap you in the booty hole with like a ruler if you didn't like get it right. It was scary back then. I remember that shit. Wow.
In hand. This time,
I swear, was back in the day, bro, like as a little kid, like getting in trouble in school was like the scariest thing ever.
Not rats or other pests. No, he wanted to lure away the town's children. And so he did, playing a new hypnotizing song that tugged at the hearts and minds of all the kids around. He once again paraded out of town, but this time with their future in tow. By the time all the adults realized what had happened, it was too late. What did the Pied Piper do with these children? Well, there are different theories. A particularly grim idea is that he led them all right off a cliff, like human lemmings. Yikes. Another less terrible one that'll link us to Transylvania is that he led them to a cave in the region and sealed it up. Eventually, the kids did escape, and they settled in the Romanian countryside. Some say that's why you can find plenty of blonde-haired, blue-eyed German speakers in the area. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Liar's Bridge. Oh, you're all in trouble. I see you down in the comments posting first like 10 comments deep and claiming that you don't like my shirts. I know fraud when I see it. Nobody better try to cross that bridge unless you're down to die. Okay, I'll elaborate. There's a bridge in Sibiu that has quite the reputation. It's said that anyone who lies while crossing it will cause it to collapse. That is serious. This legend has become so popular that many brides-to-be are required to declare their love and purity while crossing it, and if they're being dishonest, well. Of course, there's no way that the bridge would still be standing if this were really the case, as people love to lie. However, some have a less dramatic tale to tell, that the bridge will make certain noises upon the delivery of a lie, which could have something to it. The origins of the lying bridge are up in the air, but there are a few different explanations. Some claim that lying or adulterous spouses and fiancés would be tossed off the bridge if their impropriety was discovered. This would definitely explain the modern practices associated with the bridge. Others say that merchants who cheated their customers would be met with the same fate: overcharge or sell something under false pretenses and take a dip. It could also originate with tales of cadets coming to town, wooing local lasses, promising them the world, and then disappearing forever. I would say that all these scenarios could result in a bridge famous for ending liars. Would you be willing to take a stroll across the footpath? Coming in at number 3, we've got Bao Bao. It really does seem that every culture has their own version of the boogeyman. I suppose parents got really fed up with their young children, eh?
Stop
Something we
standing
can
on
all
it.
relate to. Bao Bao is exactly that, a Romanian boogeyman. However, I find this figure to be even scarier than lots of the other children snatchers. See, the Bao Bao stays in the same home as the kids. This cloaked figure is believed to appear whenever children misbehave, and is always waiting for his chance from a hiding place somewhere.
Those teeth, man. That's a whole ass crime. That's a whole ass crime. Look at that face. Oh my god.
In the house. Sometimes it's the broom closet, other times it's the storeroom. Either way, I bet this knowledge scared the daylights out of a bunch of Transylvanian kids. Imagine playing around and coming face to face with the door concealing a mysterious man who will take you away for acting up. With this knowledge, I bet kids were actually quite well behaved. Unlike boogeymen in other cultures, the kidnappings also only last for a little while. The Bao Bao will grab disobedient kids and hold on to them for a year. So you don't immediately get turned into soup or drowned in a river, but instead you have to live with this terrifying man for 365, give or take. No friends, no family, no good food, just hard work and a scary supervisor. If anyone did get taken away, it probably scarred them for life. After the year, they get returned home, and I'm sure their lives are never the same. Coming in at number 2, we've got the ghosts of 𝐶𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐻 Mansion. Here we go, some real
Haunt my flesh, please. Haunt my flesh.
Transylvanian ghost stories. The region is known for its beautiful architecture and castles, so there's no surprise that all sorts of ghastly tales are attached to the ornate buildings. Unfortunately, Dracula's castle is Bram Stoker's invention and doesn't really exist. But there are plenty more spooky facades from where that came from. One such tale originates in the 𝐶𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐻 Mansion. This rundown and abandoned building was once an extravagant abode, but these days most locals do their
This was like the type of building you would see in like fucking Charleston, bro. I swear, every building in Charleston looks just like this, man. Charleston's, bro, if you ever went on those like ghost hunt tours in Charleston, and people are like, what the fuck is Charleston? I'm talking about like, it's Charleston, South Carolina. Anyone that's been there like knows the ghost hunting trips go crazy.
Their best to avoid it. It's actually relatively close to the university town of Cluj-Napoca, in a smaller town called 𝐿𝐴. Legend says this mansion is haunted by the drunken ghosts of soldiers. During the Second World War, a squad of soldiers broke into the mansion. They'd heard that there was plenty of good wine in the cellars and decided it would be a good night to imbibe. After locating the gigantic barrels, they had themselves a grand old time. As soldiers tend to do when given downtime with lots of alcohol, they got drunk. A little too drunk, probably. I say this because they ended up goofing around with their guns and firing them inside of the mansion. After causing a mess and a half, one unlucky marksman hit an unintended target. His bullet pierced one of the gigantic barrels, which started to flood the cellar. In all likelihood, a couple of barrels were probably punctured. Gallons and gallons of wine rushed into the underground room, drowning the soldiers before they could escape.
Oh my god, imagine being drowned by root beer, though. That would be a dream come true. Kidding, no it won't.
I suppose that's as good a way to go as any, drowning in wine. Although I think the soldiers might have enjoyed it a little bit more if it was in their bellies rather than their lungs. And finally, at number 1, we've got people eating lakes. Sorry to all you Great Lakes swimmers out there,
Oh my god, bro. I swear. Dude, I want to go here, like, for a fucking... Oh my god. Like, just take me to, like, a lake like this, bro. With like, I don't know, like a soulmate or like just a friend, whatever, bro. Just like chill here. This would be the, oh my god, bro. The fact that places like this actually exist. Like I've seen lakes, but not lakes this fucking beautiful, bro. Like, bro, I'm going to visit a place like this in the future. 1%. Wow, 100%.
Transylvanian bodies of water tend to be a little more aggressive than others. Of course, they don't actually eat people, but they drown enough experienced swimmers that folks started to claim that they had an appetite. One such lake is Lake Vendrell, which is known for devouring even the most skillful of swimmers. Remember, folks, don't eat before going swimming, always have a buddy, and try to avoid voracious waterways. If the disappearances of swimmers wasn't enough, locals have also been known to find bloody chunks of people floating around. That doesn't usually happen when somebody drowns, right? Another lake famous for consuming is Lesser Lake. Apparently this oversized puddle once drowned an entire town. Something gave way.
They're not gonna show Lake Linear or whatever the fuck that's called. That lake's cursed as shit,
causing the lake to flood in and envelop everything. Neighboring towns thought the church was celebrating something based on all the noise the bells were making, but nope, the bells were ringing because the church was literally descending under the water. So yeah, you better watch your back around those Transylvanian lakes. They'll grab you before you can say backstroke. Does that change anyone's travel aspirations? Probably not. The spooky mysteries are a big draw for a lot of folks visiting Romania. Just don't go looking for Dracula's castle, eh? So what did you think of the list? Were you familiar with these legends beforehand? Which is your favorite? Are there any Romanians watching today? Make sure you let me.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Guess which one of those scary urban legends was the most terrifying to you? If you enjoy scary content, these are scary reviews, features, and to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.